So today I'm going to show you how to create rules in Outlook in order to make your email a little bit easier to control. So what you'll do in the first place is you'll select the email that you want to create the rule for. You can right click and hit rules, which will give you two options, which is normally just to move the messages. You can go create rule or manage rules in alert. You can also go up here to rules in the ribbon, and it gives you the same options. Here we'll just click create rule. It normally comes up with a small little panel with very few options. This is just like a quick wizard, and it's got very few options like selecting the from, which it already puts in or populates for you. You can pick if you want the rule to apply to the subject of the email, or if you want it to apply to where it was sent. And then you can do one of three things, which is display a new item alert window, display a selected sound, or move the item to the folder. Okay. If, however, you click on advanced options, you get a hell of a lot more options. Okay. So what can you do? You can obviously do exactly what the first window showed you. Here what you're doing is you're selecting conditions. So what you can actually do is you can combine multiple conditions if you want. Okay. So you can do multiple conditions. It's an and condition, so it wouldn't necessarily be or, which I don't think you can do. You can't change this to an or, so it can't be if it's sent to this account or if it's sent to a different account. It's only you can only link the rules into a chain, right? Okay, so here we will say for this example, what we'll do is we'll say from Microsoft Outlook, okay, which is who sent us the email. And let's see what else. We said okay, we can even do it on this computer only. Alright, I wouldn't check that, it doesn't make much sense. And also, if you when you export these files, you obviously want this rule. When you export the rules, you obviously don't want it to carry any of this computer only. Okay, so let's just go to next. What do you want to do with the message? So here again, you can assign multiple values. Okay. Oops. Yes. Okay. So we'll just move permanently down. We'll just continue moving down. So as you can see, and then you can say stop processing more rules. So for instance, you could put this rule at the top, and let's say it is true. If the rule gets executed, it will stop processing any more rules on that email. So this is all just about messages. Yeah? So each rule will be applied to each email that comes in. So here you can see we can print it. We can so things that would be really useful are things like moving it to a specified folder, assigning it to a category or a task, to the category. We can move a copy, we can forward it to people. Okay, that's normally very useful, forwarding it, assigning it to a category, or flagging a message, clear message categories. So you can even, if it was sent with a category, you can actually clear it and add it to your categories. You can also print the email, which is quite interesting. This would be good if you got emails that were only orders, for instance, or you had an ordering system that would then email the waybill or the invoice or whatever the case is to your email address. What you could do is actually use Outlook to then just automatically print that out without you having to interact with the machine. You can also have it play a sound. So again, maybe you've got a certain email that comes in and you want to play a certain sound from it. So let's just see here. And here we can go and select the WAV file that we want. Okay, so you can download a foghorn or I don't know, you pick something, play that whenever this specific email comes in. Okay, for now, so you could also display a specific message in the alert window. So maybe you've got a client who's very important, you could maybe do an alarm bell that rings when these emails come in, so that you know that, oh shit, I've got an email from a very important client, I should respond as soon as possible. Okay. Personally, I don't use Move It to the specified folder. I don't like to have my emails in specific folders. I prefer to use categories. Okay. So in the category, you can just pick what category you would like it to be assigned to. So okay, say yes, and then we move on to the next one. So here you can also add exceptions. So let's say your accounts department sends you both invoices and they send you HR stuff. Okay, so maybe there's certain things they put in the subject line. Like if they send you an invoice, they'll say invoice for whatever. What you could say is that, well, I want this rule to only pertain to emails that don't have invoice in them. So then what you can do is you can go except if the subject contains specific words, you can go down here, go to the specific word and say invoice. Okay. And you can go add, go okay. And now, so what this rule will do, okay, this is basically the end of the rule creation. So here what will happen is that when after the messages arrive from Microsoft Outlook on this computer only, we'll assign it to the green category and except if the subject contains invoice. Okay, and then you go okay. Now here we can give it a better name. So what we can maybe call it here is green. So we can give it a better name called green cat if not invoice. Okay, and then you can say run this message now and go run this rule now, and as you can see, there we go, bang, Bob's your uncle. How does it apply to everything? Okay, well, as you can see here that all three of these emails have been marked as green. So what is the problem here? Well, if you look at Microsoft Outlook, you can see that it says breadgoat at breadgoat.com. If you look at this also is from breadgoat at breadgoat.com. And this here is also breadgoat from breadgoat.com. Hence why you have all these emails marked green, is because the Microsoft Outlook test message is coming from this category. Okay, so what we'll do is let's just clean this up for now. So that's basically how rules work. You do need to test rules before, just to make sure that they don't become that they don't have unintended consequences. So be very careful. Like for instance, a category is very easy to reverse. All you'd have to do is, in order to reverse this rule, what we would do is we'd say, well, we just want the category to be removed. So we'll go to where it says assigned to a category. So we'll uncheck that and we'll look for clear the messages categories. Okay, because we've added it to a category, we want to remove it from the category. Okay, well, we want to clear the categories. The only time this will really be an issue is if you've got multiple categories and mails that form part of multiple categories. Okay, so we'll just say yes, we'll say next, we'll say finish. Okay, as you can see, it hasn't been run yet, but what we can do is we can go turn rules. We can go there and run rules now, and we can just go run, and there you go. Okay, you can see here you can also select include subfolders if you want to run the rules, and you can pick which rules you want to run. Okay, so what are we going to do now? Yes, the most important thing, well, if you use a lot of these, the most important thing to do is to export your rules. Okay, So let's just do that again. You'll click on options, you go to export rules, and there you go, you now have your rules. Now exporting it and putting it in something like My Documents is of no use to anyone on the planet. The best thing to do is wherever you're outputting it to, if it is on documents or whatever, it would be better to put it on some cloud storage. These things are not big at all. They're very, very small. The size of these is so small, it's really not even worth considering in terms of size constraints. You can see here, the size on disk is 4 kilobytes. It's nothing. So if you save this to a cloud service that you're using, Google Drive, OneDrive, whatever it is, hell, even if you just email it to yourself, it's probably better than this. If you're using iMac. If you're not using iMac, it's probably still not a great idea. But yeah, so there you've now got an exported rule. You've now exported your rules. If you've changed your Outlook for whatever reason, what you can do is, let's just delete these just for the sake of it, to say yes. So we're going to leave one, because the one thing that you need to bear in mind is that if you import the rules, what it's going to do is it's going to add the rules. So it doesn't replace these rules, it just adds them. Okay? And then you can just delete. So I would suggest deleting all the rules unless you know of a rule that isn't in your rules. If you take over a machine or take over an Outlook instance, just make sure to delete all the rules if you're sure you don't need them. Otherwise, add your rules in. So what you would do is you would import rules. Let's just go import. Okay. Well, there you go. You've got double the rules now. So then what we'll say is we'll export them again. Save. Yes, we want to replace. Okay. Now, if we delete everything, the only problem with rules is that you've got to delete each one. There's probably a programmatic way you can go in and change that. Okay. And if you go import rules now, and you go here, open, there you go, you've got the form. What I will say is that when you export this untitled is a really bad idea. I like to use today's date, so we'll call it 01/01/2020 just for easy sake, and then I'll just say rules from tech. Account. Okay. We can save, and now we know what they will look for, which account they came from, and when they were last saved. So we'll know more or less how recent the backup was, and also whether it's worth updating, or if you've got maybe the most recent one. And then yeah, so that's basically rules and alerts. The way I use categories, so you can see that the category did disappear. The way I use categories is, what I'll do is I will create a rule that says what does it say, from, but here what I'll do is I'll put in all the people that I need to be, all the tasks, basically anyone that sends me an email that I would need to try and resolve as fast as possible. So here, just for the big CEO at bigcompany.com, and maybe, I don't know, big money at even biggerco.com. Okay, and then what I can do is go okay, and from these guys I want the category to be assigned to a category. Okay. So assigned to a category. Let's make this category a red legend. Okay. And then we'll go next. And then we'll go next. And we'll go finish. Alright. If you really want to rename those properly. No, should actually rename that much better. So let's just go and manage it here. So that's the rule. And if I want to change it, let's go rename here, and then I can make the changes here. So I can't see why I can't give it a correct category. So you may be wondering, why would I assign a category and not put it in a folder or do something more interesting with it? So I'm just going to show you on this rule here. So I've got emails from this. I'll know that these emails will be affected. You say run rule now. Run now. Close apply. Okay. Yeah. So that's basically it. The way I would run categories is really simple. I just give it a category, sort by the category, and then I've got, my most urgent emails at the top that I need to get through as quick as I can, and then whatever other emails come in below, I can assign those. Thanks so much for watching Tech Techie. This has been part 1 of our Outlook series. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe for part 2.